Heat is not just a concern in Southeast Texas or even just in Texas. More than 100 million people across the U.S. are dealing with extreme temperatures. President Joe Biden says he plans to use executive actions to address climate change and accelerate clean energy in the U.S. KPRC 2's Andy Sirota joins us now with a look at how those actions will impact our area. Andy?
Heath, protecting communities from extreme heat, one of President Biden's top priorities outlined in his executive actions on climate. That includes helping those folks who don't have access to or can't afford air conditioning.
We're living in a new norm. This is about a changing climate.
With a heat wave scorching much of the country, President Biden's national climate advisor says part of the administration's plan to address the extreme heat includes expanding access to home air conditioners in low-income disadvantaged communities, home to those who are most vulnerable.
There are communities out there that have not been in line for significant investment, literally for decades.
Unlike many large American cities, according to a 2019 U.S. Census Bureau American Housing Survey, less than 1% of the homes in the Houston metro area lacked air conditioning. Just over 14,000 homes.
Part of the work that President Biden is trying to do is to make sure that as we invest, that 40% of those investments actually go to those communities because they are most in need of investments now.
As part of the president's actions to address climate change, FEMA will provide $2.3 billion in funding to help states like Texas build cooling centers to deal with excessive heat and tackle other impacts of climate change. $385 million would go towards helping families with their household energy costs, including summer cooling.
Heat is actually the silent killer when it comes to climate change impacts. It actually has more impact than all the other events combined.
The Department of Health and Human Services developed a website to provide online resources for folks looking for more information. We'll have a link to it on our website, click2houston.com. Just click on this story. Andy Sirota, KPRC 2 News.